All right, I'm gonna make this video. I was just grouped into a conversation that was seeking the possibility of retaining a certain lawyer that all of you know, so I'm not even gonna put the name, in order to kind of like, let's face it, start the litigation process regarding the tokens and the fraudulent use of those tokens against the stock price of AMC. Here's my take on it. And in the conversation, they're talking about the gentleman. I'm just gonna say the short version of your name, D. I got the email. Here's the thing. Were they used in a fraudulent manner? Absolutely. Are they still being used? Absolutely. But even if we put the money together, get, who as far as like to step in, we retain him in the firm, and they start doing everything they have to do to start the litigation, investigation to the litigation, that will all happen after the vote and the judge's decision. I actually look at things in a different way. One, I do not believe we can lawsuit our way into a squeeze or MOAS. That's not going to happen. Now, you can't even ask a federal judge to issue an injunction against those tokens / wallets on Binance. You can't even do that because technically speaking, you would have to show, the damage it has caused to, the plaintiffs and, who's going to further hurt in the future, yada, 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 the damages, but that will require a lot of investigation into it. By saying, we believe, we think, we know, we can see, that is not enough to issue that type of hold. That will stop that. Here's what I say. I will be open to the entire legal process against the bad actors in this later on. But the key thing I just said there is later on. We are right now in the point of having a vote where retail is going to speak. And then we're going to have a judge, obviously, make his ruling the 27th of April. So within that time, let's say we have a run and let's say people sell. It's hard to state damages when people are making money, and it's one of those gray areas. An attorney, a law firm will step up and take money. That's what they do. I don't even, that's what they do. They're attorneys. But in any legal proceedings, you got to talk about damages. You have to have proof of these damages. Okay? You have to be clear on what you're doing, and you got to organize everybody together. I believe now we've gone so far down the road, we have to focus on the vote and what the judge does and the actions of AMC on the backside. The way to ride this, in my opinion, for me, I run up ape. If there's a run up, I get out, and then let the reverse would have happened, and then I jump over to AMC and I cook it up on that side, and then I back away, and then I watch the downfall of AMC, and when it goes bankrupt and probably down to the penny stocks, I'll buy a grip of it, and all of a sudden, maybe certain, apes will reunite and we'll ride that motherfucker up, and we'll make the MOAS not just a dream. But by then, popcorn will be long gone. Company will be probably under new ownership. Probably Netflix will buy it out, or somebody else, or Disney. But as far as doing a lawsuit now and doing all the stuff to go after the tokens, I think it's good for us to know it's there. I think the fact that I was talking about the FTX coins, and obviously Zachary pointed out that over in Buyatown, we know that everything that they're doing is fake. So that should give you a little bit of reinforcement to know what we're in and who is heading up the company. I would say no at this point to that because we're already here, and I know they're in trouble. So that's my take.